Good morning, Stitch Nation. Blaine here at Stitch International, and welcome to our Wednesday live show. Hey, we have Garrett McMinn going to be here today from Stitch It, and we're going to talk about all about the Crio Printers. But before we get there, y'all say good morning to Roger. Roger is here with me. So, Roger, I know that
good morning.
You're planning a fishing trip, so have you got all that locked in yet?
No, we were supposed to go today. But the person I was supposed to go with didn't contact me, so we didn't end up going. So maybe next weekend.
We'll hopefully get to go. But I know that y'all been having some hot weather out in San Diego.
Yes. Today's going to be 83 degrees.
Oh, wow.
So a little bit normal for San Diego. We're getting a little break from the cold.
Well, you know what? We're having a warm wave coming through here. I think it's getting up to 40 today.
Okay.
So better than 10.
That's freezing for us.
Well,
hey, Blaine.
What's up?
Your mic, I think I'm hearing you through a computer and not your actual mic.
Okay.
So I think your ear pods might be off, or your mic might be off.
Wow. Okay.
But we can hear you fine. It's just that's something maybe we might want to check off.
I'll try to look at it during the break. So,
okay.
Well, sorry about that, everybody. If you're not hearing my audio real well, I'll try to speak up a little bit louder, and then we will see if I can get my mic working a little bit better. But anyway, got a lot of stuff planned, Roger, here at SMP or at Stitch It, and so let me tell everybody a little bit about what's going on. And today, and then I'll try to get my mic working a little bit better, and then I'll go into details about some of our future shows and what we got going on. But today we're going to talk all about that Crio printer. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar with all where you can do the heat transfers and all that, but we got Garrett here today. He's going to talk all about that, and we're going to see if we do it. But before we get started too deep in the show, Roger, I got to say some shout outs out there. We got Joe Allen watching, and Joe Allen's up in Nebraska, so good morning, Joe Allen. We got Jeanette in New York watching. We have me watching in New York. We have Laurie watching in Wyoming. We have Marietta, my mom, is watching in Arkansas, so good morning, Marietta. We have Angela down in, I think she's in Natchitoches, Louisiana. So she's down in Louisiana. We got Jennifer over in Tennessee. We have Robin over in Arkansas. We have Linda in South Carolina, Cindy King in Texas. And sorry I missed you at the impression show, Cindy. Wish I'd have got to meet you. And we have Sue, my neighbor over here in Farmington, Missouri. So good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for joining in. We are streaming live today on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Rumble. So we are streaming live in a bunch of different places. And so, guys, we hope that y'all will help us out. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go subscribe right now. If you haven't, like our Facebook page, go like that Facebook page. We're trying to grow the channel, need your help. So please invite all your sewing friends, and we'll get this thing going and built up and keep giving a bunch of good stuff for our giveaways. But we're also going to pick our 6th finalists today after the show is over. We're going to pick our 6 finalists for that 7-needle SWF embroidery machine. And so you'll get to add your name to that list, and we'll draw that on February the 25th live on air and pick us a winner. So guys, let's get to the demo. So we got Garrett McMinn. Garrett is one of our sales associates here at Stitch It. Garrett's I think he's been with the company for 14 years. He's been here for a long time, and he's kind of grown up in the business. He is extremely knowledgeable when it comes to anything embroidery, and he also is very knowledgeable about all these heat transfers and presses and printers and all that. So y'all, you have a good Stitch Nation. Welcome to Garrett McMinn.
Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate the introduction. Can you guys hear me?
Can hear you just fine. So I know you've got a lot to cover, Garrett, so I'll let you take it away. And as soon as you get finished up, I'll come back here and tell everybody how they can get one of these printers.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna pause my computer here. A couple things. All right, like Blaine said, we're gonna go through the Crio printers here. So these are really cool. This is the Crio 8432 specifically. So this printer is one of our most popular. We carry 3 different models, one smaller, one larger. But this one allows you to do a huge print field. It's 11 by 17, so A3. It's not huge at all. You can see it's just on a normal folding table. So this is one of those ones that'll fit anywhere. They're super light, so one person can pick it up. You can take it anywhere you need to. But the really cool thing with these printers, we'll get a lot into it, but with this printer specifically, it is 100% maintenance free. So your standard printer is going to have liquid in it. So whether you've done sublimation before, direct to garment like DTG, or like if you have a DTF transfer, which is direct to film, all 3 of those printers are a liquid ink system. So with this printer, that's what makes it a lot different. What makes it a lot more user friendly is the printer itself is a toner. So with it being a toner, it's a powder which will never dry. So later in the video, I'll open the printer and show you guys all that cool stuff and show you how to change those out. But it makes it one of the most user-friendly printers on the market. But with this printer, you're able to do t-shirts, coffee mugs, anything hard surface related. So whether that's wood, acrylic, glass, metal, the paper we're using today as well has a very low curing point. So what that means is we're able to go on very delicate items as well. So like mylar, like helium balloons, we're able to put designs on those, even though it's a really thin material. This paper will cure down to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So it allows us to go on all that stuff, like even spandex, like materials that are very, very, very delicate to the heat. So Roger, if you want, we'll go ahead and go to my computer screen here. And I'm just going to kind of show them how the process is of pulling the design in and getting everything started. So go ahead and flip to that computer screen. Okay, it looks like it's on there full screen. So this is the software. This software actually comes with the printer. So it's just a digital download. So whenever you buy your printer, you unbox it, there's a QR code that you scan, and then it instantly takes you to everything unboxing, downloading your software, getting it registered. But super easy to get the printer unboxed and get it ready to go. So with this printer here, you can see I have the crazy sewing lady design already loaded in into the software. You guys are familiar with that design. It's got a lot of colors in it, so that's what I wanted to do. But what I'm going to actually do, I'll go ahead and delete this out just to show you guys the process all the way from the beginning. So you pull your software up. You have a couple different selections. I have a couple different printers up here at the top left that I've used, but this one specifically is the Crio 8432, which we have selected. What we're going to do is just simply hit the plus sign, and that's going to open up basically every file that we have on our computer that is printable. And that's one thing I'll explain too. So like these are all PNG files. This one's a JPEG file. The really cool thing with this software specifically, or these printers, is you do not have to buy like a software pack or like a design pack where you're limited to specific designs. I know sometimes with like Cricuts and different things like that, like vinyl cutters, you have to buy specific designs and specific packs that you're limited to those. So with this printer, you got to be careful because it can get you into some trouble. But literally anything you see online, whether it's any logo out there, you can download it and print it and decorate an item. So you got to be careful with the patents or the copyright infringement and stuff. But this makes it to where if you see a cool idea on Facebook or anything like that, Etsy, you can screenshot it, pull it directly into the software, and it will print it. So you don't have to stay in the box of all the designs that you used to. So with this, I'm just going to double click it. It's going to load it into our software for us. So the main reason I use a PNG, so a PNG is going to have the background taken out, but like a JPEG is not. So a JPEG, you can still use them. There would just be one more step and the software does it for you. It will remove the background. So if you have the capability of saving it as a PNG, that just eliminates one step. If you didn't have that capability and you have just a JPEG, or your customer, whoever is wanting you to do a design on, whether it be a coffee mug, a t-shirt, a bag, or anything like that, you can still use a JPEG. Just got to make sure to remove the background or else that background will print. So right now I have it set, like I said, this printer is 11 by 17 is the print space, or A3 for the print printer there. So this design on here looks pretty small. The really cool thing, again, is fully customizable. So whatever size I load the design in really doesn't matter. I'll show you right here. Down here, this is basically our design specs. So currently our design is 1.74 inches wide by 1.6 inches tall. So the really cool thing, let's just say I want to make it 10 inches. Just click that, type in 10, hit enter. Our design instantly becomes a lot bigger. So you can customize the size. Again, whether you're doing a coffee cup, if you're doing a t-shirt, backpack, anything like that, you can go ahead and customize it. Today we're gonna do a t-shirt, so I'm gonna do this big, but I just want to show you guys something cool too. So let's say you're doing 15, 20, 30, maybe coffee mugs or something. There's small designs. I'm gonna set this back down to 2 inches and make the design small. Once you get your first design set how you want it, all you do is you drag it up to the top left corner and place it there. Down here, we have a copies button. So whenever I hit copies, that's just copies of that design. So it's going to follow the exact pattern that we already have. Then all I have to do is drag it, and we are duplicating that design however many times we want. So it makes it super easy. For right there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there, just by 2 clicks of the mouse and dragging and dropping, instead of one design, now we have 30 total. So once you print this, you do press it to like an adhesive paper, which gives it the sticky backing that will adhere to a t-shirt or a coffee mug, wood, or something like that. And then you simply just cut out between each design. So it gives you plenty of room to be able to cut out in between these designs here. And like I said, we're going to do just one today. So I'm going to take this back up. And again, it's just that easy to where if you decide you don't want to do multiples, you just drag it back to where there's one, and then it's back to one design. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger now since we're going to go for the t-shirt. And the other really cool thing, so once we get this one set, it's not just one design per print. So if you look here, I'm going to minimize a little bit that way you guys can see. So this design is set at 10 inches wide and 9 tall. I still have plenty of room down here at the bottom. So the one thing that we do tell people is the paper, it is a one-time use paper. Meaning once you print it, you don't want to cut it apart and then send it back to your printer again because it can lead to potential jams and stuff. But it's one of those things that you don't really want to waste this paper down here. So I have a customer out of Cincinnati, and what she does is she does a lot of like the teardrop shaped wood earrings. So she has a laser cutter. You can buy the blanks online on Amazon as well. And what she'll do is she'll fit like on this space here, she could fit 15 to 20 pairs of those little tear shaped or like water drop shaped wood blank earrings. And she can put whatever design she wants on there. And she sells those on Etsy for like $15 a pair. So for every pair that she puts on here, she's just maximizing her profit. And again, just using up the extra paper because she's already printing this design. But instead of just leaving this to waste, she goes ahead and adds as many designs on there. And it's another thing too, if you're doing this, whether you're doing it as a hobby or you're doing it as a business, if you're doing it as a business and this customer is already wanting this design done, go ahead and add something that maybe you want to do. Like if you have your business logo or something like that, go ahead and add that to the sheet because again, it is a one-time use. So what we will do, once we do all of our edits, the last thing we're going to do is we are going to mirror the design. So the way that the printer prints, whenever you're viewing it in the software, you don't want to be able to see the design in your screen. You want to be able to read it correctly. So there's a mirror button down here, and you just simply click it. It mirrors the design. So that's what I was meaning. Basically, it just mirrors it to where it's backwards. You can still technically read it, but again, that's how you want it to be to print. So that's it on the software. Again, super simple. It's one of those things we can pull as many designs into it as we want. You can do multiple pages. And then with this as well, whenever I go to print it, all I have to tell it. So whenever I go to print it, you just tell it how many copies you want as well. So like right here on the page information, I can do this by 20 pages. I can do it by 1, however many I want. You just tell the printer how many you want, load the paper in, and click print. So Roger, if you want, go ahead and go back up to the camera for me. I'm going to slide around back to make sure we're good. Okay. And then I'm actually going to pull this camera forward. Just bear with me a little bit. You're going to move. I wanted to move this to show you guys really just how fast it is. So we'll go right there. So this paper here, it's super thin. It's like a vellum, kind of a clear sheet. It has a gloss on the back side and a matte finish on the top side. So we're always going to print on the matte side. And once we get through to doing the shirt and stuff, to kind of see why we do that and why it release or how it releases. But over on the computer, I'm just going to hit print over here. And then it takes about 10 to 15 seconds. The information is going to the printer now, and then the printer warms up and prints. But you'll see it's going to pull the sheet from here, and then it's going to spit it out right up here up top. So it doesn't matter how many colors our design is, how big the design is, the sheet prints the same speed every time. So you can see the sheet is coming out the top now. And just like that, it went from our software to our printer onto our paper. And this would be a design that we are ready to print. So you can see there, it does have the transparent background. So whatever color we add to this, the shirt color is going to show through. The other big thing too is it's going to make it feel a lot softer on the shirt. To where if we, let's say this was a JPEG and we didn't remove the background, what it would look like is you're going to have like a white box all the way around it and throughout the design. So it's going to make it a lot more patchy, or it's going to make it feel a lot worse. But with this, it gives it some negative space. Your shirt color shines through. So whether you're doing a black shirt, white, it's going to show through on that paper. So I'm going to set that down just for now. I'm going to back you guys back up.
Hey, Garrett, while you're
2
doing that,
seconds here.
what's the maximum print space for the printer?
Cut. So then I mentioned an adhesive paper. So whenever you buy this printer, Blaine will get into it too. We have a sale going on. But whenever you buy the printer, it comes with paper. So it's a 2-part process. So this is what we sent to the printer just now. And then this is the other sheet. So this is what we call the B sheet. It's the adhesive. So it's got lettering on the one side. I don't know if you guys can see, that's kind of like a light pink lettering. That would be the back side of the sheet. And then this front side is going to be our adhesive. So what we're going to do is we take this design and we simply just put the clear sheet on top of the adhesive sheet. And then we're going to put it in our heat press. And I'm going to get this lined up a little bit better to where the sheets line up perfect. And then the only other thing I do, this is just simple. This is like silicone baking paper. So in case the adhesive is not perfectly lined up or something, this just makes sure that it doesn't get on our heat press. If it ever does, it does roll off and clean off really easy with like a Citrus cleaner. It's one of those things that we go ahead and use these just so you don't have to clean it here as often. So we'll throw that under. For this process, our heat press is set at 305 degrees, and this is a 90-second press. So if you're, like I said, if you're doing it as a business or hobby or whatever, but basically the full process all the way through without me stopping and explaining, it takes me about 2.5 to 3 minutes to do a shirt, coffee mug, wood sign, right at 2.5 to 3 minutes. So while that's pressing, I'm going to show you guys. So we got some other little things here. Like I mentioned, the really delicate materials. So this is like a super thin, like polyester bag that you'd buy from Aldi or something like that. You can press designs on there. You can see like the super fine detail and stuff, the small lines, it all transfers very easily. So the bag's like that. And then we have a wood sign here as well. So this was one that we did. Says welcome to our garden. Again, just showing that the printer can go on any type of surface. And the big thing too, if anybody comes from a sublimation background, the biggest difference to know here is like sublimation, you have to have the sublimation blanks. So with sublimation blanks are a little more expensive. You got to make sure you order the correct blank, and it has to have a coating for the ink to adhere to the product. With this product here, there is absolutely no coatings required. So if you're at Hobby Lobby and you see a wood sign that you like that's blank and you want to put a design on it, dollar store, anything, any place you're at, you can go to Walmart and buy t-shirts if you wanted to. They don't have to have a specific coating. There's no pre-treat to be done, and it's completely good to go. So our 90 seconds is up here. Simply gonna lift this up, pull it out, and then remove our parchment paper or our baking paper there. And I'm just gonna grab the clear sheet and remove the white sheet off the top. You guys can see me peel that away. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you on the camera So this one, the clear sheet's not going to look any different to you. So the clear sheet still has a design on there. On the back, the adhesive is now transferred to the back of that design. The only way you can really tell is you can feel the difference, but you guys can't feel it through the camera. But what I'll show you on the adhesive sheet is this is going to be a perfect mirror of our, so you can kind of see if I'm adjusted there in the lighting, this is a perfect mirror of our design. So you can see where all the adhesive transferred over to the clear sheet and even the small details and stuff like that. If you come from a vinyl background, this is huge. So this is a weedless process as well. So you can see any split or anything like that in the design that we have, or even different colors, you would have to weed. So if you're doing vinyl and your vinyl cutter cuts it, you'd have to weed the middle part of the A out. You'd have to weed the D out. Everywhere where there's a little circle or a little spot, you'd have to weed that out so it doesn't show up on your shirt or your design. So this process is weedless, which makes it super nice. And then I pre-printed one earlier to get us to the next step, which I can show you guys. So with this sheet, the adhesive paper, sometimes, and you probably can't see it on there, sometimes it leaves a little bitty white line around the edge of the sheet. So all we do, and I'll show you real quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a pair of scissors. I'm just gonna trim the edge of the sheet like that. So basically you can see a little bit of the white there. Again, I don't know if my camera's picking it up or not. There's a little bitty white line there. So I'm just gonna take the scissors and trim that edge off. So once you zip around the design, it's good to go. And this is what it looks like. Don't judge my cutting because I'm using scissors. I don't have a craft table or anything in here with a rotary cutter, but that's it cut out there for our sheet. The really cool thing with this too is there's no time frame that I have to put this on a shirt. So now that I have the adhesive on here, I can take this design and I can put it on my shelf, put it wherever. There's no shelf life. So a year later, I can come back, grab this design, put it on a shirt. And again, it really depends on if you're doing this as a business, as a hobby, or whatever. I know some businesses, they'll go ahead and if they have a lot of generic designs they sell online or something, they'll go ahead and pre-print a bunch of them, have them sitting there, and they'll just pull them as the orders come through and press them on the shirts. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and apply the design to our shirt. And with this thing I like to do, any shirt might have some moisture or something in there. This is just 100% cotton shirt. That's the other thing too. Like sublimation, DTG, like direct to garment and stuff. There is you have to do specific garment types. With this printer, it'll do 100% cotton. It'll do 100% polyester. It'll do 50/50s, tricolors. It'll do any type of material, any type of blend. So that makes it super nice. Again, you don't have to be picky. You don't have to be selective, and you don't have to make your customers be picky as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw it underneath here and give it a quick pre-press. This is going to get any wrinkles out. I'm not going to pull it down. It's going to get any wrinkles that we have in our design or in our shirt out. And if there's any moisture in the shirt, it's going to release it. And if you guys need a way to convince your spouse or whoever that you need one of these heat presses, it is great for ironing shirts too. So if you have a wrinkly shirt, just throw it in there. You can use it as an iron as well. So it's not just for fun. We'll take our design here. Go ahead and place it on. Usually do about 3 fingers down from the collar. Place it on there. And again, I'm just going to take our parchment paper. I'll throw it on the design covering it. We're going to press it for 30 seconds. And while that's pressed, I'm going to move my computer. We're going to do the peeling process right here. So with this heat press specifically, it does have presets to where I can set like a 90-second press, a 30-second press. For me, I just have it set on the 90-second press, and then I count down to 60, which is 30 seconds. But if you get busy and stuff, it is nice because if you have the preset set, as soon as you reach your time frame, it will alarm and sound off and let you know that. So we're done with our 30 seconds there. Pull it back out. Grab our parchment paper and slide it out of the way. So you can see now our design and the sheet is there on the shirt. And then this is a cold peel. So we're going to set that there and let it cool. If you're doing 15, 20, 30 shirts or however many, you don't have to sit there and wait for it to cool. The only thing I can do wrong with this process at this point is peel it while there's still heat in it. So I could leave this here, come back, peel it tomorrow if I wanted to. Some customers that they do like a custom walk-in shop or something, and they're wanting to do like customization on the fly, like at flea markets and stuff. You can get like an ice pack or something and cool it down really fast, but it doesn't take long to cool. You can kind of feel as you feel it, you can feel the heat kind of escaping it. Well, that's cool. And I'm going to grab a drink real quick. We're almost there. This is where my patience wears thin. I'm not a very patient person, so sometimes I just want to rip it off. But again, that's the only time we could mess up is if we peel that off while it still has heat in it. Okay, feels cool enough there. I'm just going to give it a little test. Okay. So it is peeling good. I'm going to pull you guys up to show you just how easy this is. I apologize for the camera moves. I'm going to pull this up. Okay, so you can see the sheet there. I'm going to simply grab it and just pull it like that. So you can see our design is on the shirt, and the paper now, the design has left it. So this is, I was explaining the importance of printing on the matte side versus printing on the glossy side. So when we print on the matte side, it allows the design to release to our garment, whether it's a shirt, a piece of wood or anything. That matte side allows the design to release. So that would be trash at this point. And again, that's why it's a single-use paper. I couldn't send that piece of paper back through and print it again. So you always want to maximize your paper as you're using it. Slide you guys back again. Okay, so there is one more step to the process. With the shirt now, it kind of has a shine to it. I'll see if I can kind of picture that in there. Move with the light. So it kind of has a shine, which is perfectly fine. But what we do have to do here is we have to seal this design into the shirt. Right now, it's kind of just sitting on top of the shirt. It won't peel or like crack off or anything like that. I can't scratch the design off, so it's fine. But for wash life and durability, we definitely want to go ahead and seal this in. So with this printer, there's 3 different types of finishes we can do. So we can do like a matte finish, which is going to seal the design, give it a matte finish for us. We have a silicone paper, which is silicone. The silicone is going to go ahead and seal it for us, but also keep the shine. And then I wish I had some here. I don't think I do. We have the foils as well. So you can take a piece of foil. So this design, if I wanted silver, if I wanted gold or whatever, you can just overlay the whole design with a piece of our silver, like metallic foil. Whenever you press it, the design soaks into the foil, and then you peel it off, and then the pink will kind of show through and be like a pinkish silver color, green silver, like it would just show the whole design, but it have a silver finish to it. So today we're going to do the standard matte finish. You'll lay it on there. And then again, this parchment baking paper is super convenient. It's used for the process as well. So you throw it on there, and then this is going to be a 20-second press. So like I said, without the stoppages and showing you guys kind of the process, printing through doing one t-shirt, you have a 90-second press beginning, which is a minute and a half. Then you have another 30 seconds, which is your 2 minutes. And then you have a 20-second press here. So we're right at 2.5 to 3 minutes by the time you do the cooling time and everything, to printing your design, to putting it on a shirt or a piece of wood. Super fast and not a lot of working time. So we pull this out. This is going to be just a hot peel. Peel that off. Now our design is sealed. And I'll show you guys there. So it kind of took away, there's no shine. There's a little bit of a shine to it, but it is more of a matte finish. It's not that really glossy shine. So most people prefer the matte finish because it gives it more of a quality screen print look. Sometimes the really high shine can make it look plasticky or vinyl-y, but it's one of those things. These shirts the designs do stretch very well as well. So I can take this design and I can pull it and then show you here, the design does not stretch or crack. So it's very durable as well. On a shirt like this, you're going to get between 60 to 70 washes out of it, which is a super good wash life. Some other processes and other printers, you're talking like 20 to 30 washes before your customer's shirt or your shirt wears out with the design. And then the last thing that I was going to show you guys that I kind of mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to take this paper out of here. A lot of things, people like always explain how easy maintenance and stuff is. But with this printer, again, we can't stress enough how easy there is zero maintenance. It has a 2-year on-site warranty, and there's not one specific thing you guys have to do to uphold that warranty. So this printer, you literally print it, let it sit, don't touch it again. There's nothing you have to do aside from changing out toners as they empty. So I'll show you that process and kind of show you the toner. And again, this is a powder. It's not an ink, which is the driving force behind it that makes it so easy as far as the user friendly and no maintenance. So set that there. There's a release button right here on the side of the printer. You just pull that off the front. That exposes our front toner. And there's a button right here. Simply click that and everything comes up. So with this printer, it's all 4 colors. So you got white, magenta, yellow, and cyan. And basically with these 4 color codes, it'll let you print any type of design, any amount of colors. I do have a really vivid bright pink design here just to kind of show you guys the pinks and stuff you can get, like super bright. Prints it very easily. And again, there's nothing you guys have to do aside from loading your design and printing it. The printer takes care of the rest. It mixes all the colors, and you guys saw how fast it prints. It just pulls it right through, brings it out the top, and it's ready to go. So with the toners, as you use it, these have a very long toner life. So one set of toners gets you 10 to 12,000 prints per set, which is a huge print life. So to put it in perspective, you'd have to print 1,000 prints per month to burn through a full set of toners in a year. So our cost per print on the toner itself is like 2 to 10 cents per print on that. And it depends on your coverage, size of design, but it's very, very cheap. So customers love playing with them. They love just printing random stuff because it's not like you're not paying $5 every time you click print. It's a very, very low cost. If you ever run out of a toner, it's as simple as grabbing the blue tab, pulling it down, and you just lift it up and slide it out. So you can see here, that is the powder. It is not a ink or anything. So this is what makes it 100% maintenance free. So my wife, she had one of these printers in our basement. And whenever I got her the printer, we found out that she was pregnant with our youngest, which he's getting ready to be 4 now. But whenever she found out she was pregnant, she kept using it. But then once she got a little bigger, didn't feel like using it. The printer just sat there, which with a standard printer like a sublimation printer, DTG, anything with a liquid ink, I would have been super worried about it because the ink will dry and clog. And then you're talking about a bunch of big issues there. With this process, it sat for about 7 months. The printer did while she was pregnant and stuff like that. We didn't use it. But again, we were not worried whatsoever because you cannot dry powder out. There's no way for this printer to dry or clog. So there is zero maintenance. We can't stress it enough. There's nothing you guys have to do to upkeep your warranty. There's nothing that you have to do to keep it from clogging or anything like that. With a standard printer, this one will never clog on you. So you just slap that lid back down, put that right back there, and then our paper tray comes out and you're ready to start printing again. So maybe back out. And then Blaine, as I'm getting my camera readjusted, if we had any questions come through that you want me to answer or whatever, fire those over. But if not, I'll hand it back to you, and you can tell them how they can get one of these.
Well, hey, does Roger's my microphone working now? That's one of the things I wanted to find out.
Hey, Blaine.
Roger, Blaine, can you guys hear me?
Working perfectly. Yep.
Working. Okay. So yeah, I think your microphone's not working, but we can hear you from your cell phone.
So you might have some technical difficulties here.
Oh, I could hear you fine.
Yeah, I could hear him fine, but I noticed it was from his phone and not from his AirPod. So, but hey, I wanted to throw it out there right now while we've still got Garrett here. If y'all got any questions about the printer or the process or even the heat press, go ahead and put them in the chat right now. Roger, you can be looking for them, and we'll throw them up on the screen for Garrett. But I think that
we've actually got a ton of questions and really good questions too.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of questions coming up. So if y'all could put them in, or if Roger, if you see them, throw them up on the screen.
Okay. Well, one question I noticed was what's the actual size of the printer, the maximum print size, and then as far as the heat press, what's the maximum area for that?
Okay. So Garrett, did you hear that?
Yeah, sorry, I had to pull my computer speaker back up. I can't hear you through my AirPod for some reason. But the is that creating an echo?
A little bit, but not bad.
Okay,
Slightly,
I said I
but
can't hear you through my AirPods, so I'll have to leave it. So maximum print size on this printer is 11 by 19.5. The standard print paper that comes with it is 11 by 17, but we do sell that bigger paper in case customers need a little bit bigger for larger designs.
Okay, great. And then how about the heat press? What is the plating size on that heat press?
So the heat press here, this one is 16 by 20. We do sell customizable platens for it as well. So there's a release here that I can pull, and then this platen I'm not gonna do now because it's hot, but I can just pull the platen up and then put my smaller platen down. But with how this system works, customers really never have to change their platen because you don't have to thread the shirt stuff on there for our process.
Okay, great. Do you see any more questions up there, Roger, you can put up on the screen?
yeah. So as far as like print cartridges, how much do the print cartridges cost, and how often do you have to replace it?
Yep. So a print cartridge is going to cost, they're $220 per cartridge on average. So for toners, you have $880. And again, I mentioned it's 10 to 12,000 prints per set. So $880 might seem like a lot, but again, you have to print 1,000 prints in a month to burn through it in a year. So there's 12,000 garments or products you can print before you have to re-up or renew your toners. And the printer does come with a full set of toners already inside of it.
You know, Garrett, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, what I was going to say about that too, I know, that does, you almost get sticker shock when you see the cost of that. But if somebody is wanting to do this, like to sell on Etsy or something, think about how much, the production level you're going to get, because not every design you have has a ton of different colors. So it doesn't take as much of the ink basically to do it, or the powder. And that's the other thing I was going to tell y'all. Hey, I'm pretty experienced in selling some of these printers before that have what they call liquid ink. And liquid ink, if it gets in the system and it's not cleaned out and maintenance, it dries up and basically ruins the printer. This with that powder will never go bad. That's the great thing about that. And it'll last and last and last, and make no maintenance on this. So this is a great printer if you are looking at trying to do a home-based business, that you wanted to make t-shirts and things. That I'm telling you, it's just it's unlimited, isn't it, Garrett? All the different things that you could, transfer.
It really is, and I didn't get all the way into it, but we even have. We always used to tell customers if it can take heat, it can put a design on it. We now have papers as well that are like washable tattoo paper. So like the kids' washable tattoos that you get out of a vending machine, you could put that same crazy sewing lady design and put tattoos that you wash on. The really cool thing is we have some customers that are using that for like nail decoration and stuff. They'll use that tattoo paper, wash it on, and then they'll put a clear coat over it, and you can print as small as you need to. So the small details and stuff like that works great. And then you can also, we have customers that use our water slide paper, which is kind of the same process. They decorate on candles and stuff. So there's really, as far as designs or different types of materials you can go onto, there's nothing you can't put a design on with this printer.
And then the other thing, you can also, do tumblers. You can do transfers on tumblers, and all you need is that, platen that holds the tumbler, and you can heat press it on there as well. So, so many possibilities with this.
Hey guys, we got another really good question.
Okay.
How does the printer handle with states like that has a lot of humidity, since it is a powder? And can the printer, I guess, is it good for like extreme cold or heat? Will it stand up to the elements?
For sure. The one thing that I always tell customers, the printers are very versatile as far as where you put them, whether you're in Arizona and it's very dry versus Missouri where I'm at, it can get very humid. We've never experienced issue with the customer as long as you keep it in your climate controlled house. We've never had experiences of them having issues with the humidity and it may be affecting the dry powder. Now the one thing I do recommend, if you have like a separate, like a side, like an old shed or something in that's your craft room, if it's not air conditioned or heated and cooled, you might walk into some issues there. But as long as you're in your house and it's climate controlled, you won't walk into any issues.
Okay, Roger, is there any other questions about the heat press or the printer?
I don't see anything. The comments are moving pretty fast. They're pretty excited about this product, but there's questions as far as where they could get everything, and do we carry all the supplies? And
Yes, they can get everything from us, all the supplies and everything right from us.
Yep. And we've been selling these printers for about 6 years. So we're very familiar with them, our support staff. And yes, we do have every single product pertaining to these printers available.
Okay. All right, Garrett, we're going to let you get out of here, and I'm going to tell everybody how to get it. Thanks so much for coming on the show and demonstrating these two great products.
Yep, not a problem.
All right. Okay, everybody. Again, we're going to talk a little bit about how you can get either one of these. We're going to talk about the heat press and the printer. First up, we're going to talk about that printer. So, Roger, if you could throw that slide up there. Y'all look at the regular price on this. It's $7,342. And I know everybody gets sticker shocked with some of these things. But here's the great thing about this printer. This is something that's going to last for a tremendous time. I mean, it really is. This thing is so well designed. And what's great about this, if you really truly want to start in a home-based business or take your hobby to the next level, I mean, you really can. You can combine this. And now think about what you could do with this. You could combine this with embroidery as well. You could do some embroidery designs and with the heat transfer and just create so many unique things that you could do with this. But what we're throwing in this package, y'all look at the price we got. We got a great, great special on this today. And again, Crio, got a huge shout out to Crio for allowing us to do this. $5,495 for this. And guys, we do have financing available. You can get payments down as low as $80 a month on this. And what we're going to do, we're throwing in the white toner, all the toners in it, not the white, but just all the toner comes with it. You're going to get the software. We didn't really talk a lot about the software, but Garrett showed that to you on his laptop. That software program comes with this as well. So you'll be able to load it up. You'll be able to do all the designs, import them in, do all that on your computer. You're going to get that T-Seal paper, and then you're going to get the Laser Dark Pro no-cut A and B sheets, which are 11-inch by 17-inch, and all packaged together. So you're getting enough stuff. When you get this, you can start playing with it and printing on it immediately. And again, Garrett talked about that. You can get 12,000 prints from this. So you can do 12,000 t-shirts. And so again, when we say the replacement, toner is $800, I'm telling you, that is extremely cheap. If you compared that to any ink cartridges out there on the market, this is so much cheaper. And they're big, high volume toner cartridges. So you're going to get a ton of that. So guys, when you break it down, this is, I know it's $5,400, even with it on, our special. But this is something that it's actually a game changer in the transfer industry. And all, most of y'all probably know, the process before when they do all the different t-shirts and with the heat transfers and all this, but this really makes it to where if you wanted to do a home-based business, this is going to be a very cheap way to, produce really quality t-shirts and all kinds of things. I mean, you could do tumblers. You can print directly to aluminum if you wanted to. You can, and then heat it. It's so many different things that you could do with this. So I'm just a big fan of this thing. I just think it's so neat. The other product that we have is that Hotronix Fusion heat press. Yeah, Roger, do you have the overlay of that one? Yeah, there it is. Now, we have a couple different heat presses available. Now, I know you can go to Amazon and you can buy a really cheap heat press, but I'm going to tell you from experience, that's what you're getting. You're getting an extremely cheap heat press. And then I know y'all probably know Carly Bell and a few of the other people I could tell you about that have experienced heat presses as well. And, there's a huge difference in heat presses. This is a top of the line heat press. $2,850 on this. We also have a call-in special on this. Now, we can't tell you the price of this on air, but I got to do the hint, wink, wink. Give us a call, because we do have a call-in special on this that we can hook you up with. I got to be careful what I say here. So anyway, as y'all know, this is the, manufacturer set prices on certain things, and we can't break them, but I'm just telling you, hint, wink, wink, call in. And we do have financing available for this as well, so we could actually get you a great package for this whole thing. But 2 fantastic products on today's show. Oh, Linda Brooks is saying wink, wink, call in. She knows the drill, Linda. So 2 great products. Financing available for both. Get you some very low monthly payments on these. And I can tell you right now, you could start a little side business just with friends and family, because I'm telling you, if you start doing things like that, they're all going to want something. And you could pay for this extremely easy. Now, I got to say another shout out there to Dawn Chase. Again, Dawn letting us use her design, the Crazy Sewing Lady. I actually have it right here. Always have it sitting here. But I text Dawn and I said, hey, do you have a PNG file, just like a JPEG file of that logo, that design? And she said, sure. So she sent it to me. Garrett took it and loaded it in the software, and boom, here we are. We printed it out on a transfer and made a shirt out of it. So instead of it being an embroidery file. So that's the versatility you can do. It's just things like that is so cool that we can do. So again, 2 great products. Hope y'all enjoyed seeing some new things, because I tell you what, I love that Crio printer. That to me is just a game changer when it comes to doing heat transfers. So again, give us a call, everybody. It's 888-571-2171. I don't know if Roger's putting it across the screen right now. So 888-571-2171. Lacey is taking your call. Lindsay's with Butler. I always call Lacey Lindsay for some reason. But Lacey will take your call, and she knows these printers extremely well. She knows the heat press as well as too. So make sure y'all get on the phone and give her a call to place your order. And then I want to remind y'all too. I think I remind you every show that we do. If y'all want to set up a wholesale account with us, especially if you're wanting to do a home-based business where you can get your supplies, you can save anywhere from 5% to 20%, depending on which supplies you want to get for all kinds of things: threads, needles, stabilizer, hoops, all kinds of different things. If you need to get supplies, and so make sure that y'all keep that in mind and give Lacey a call, and she can set that account up for you as well. So. I'm trying to read some of the comments. They're going by pretty fast, Roger. So let me tell y'all a little bit what we got going on. And I always tell y'all to keep you a notebook or a piece of paper and a pencil handy, and write some things down. But so we've got some great things in store for you. So next week on Wednesday, we're going to have Grace come back to the show. And this show, we're going to talk all about the little mini quilter, and we're going to highlight the mini quilter, and we're also going to show you the Janome. I think it's the HD9. Yeah, HD9 that we're going to put on there, which is just a regular home sewing machine on the little mini quilter, and show you how you can quilt for those people that are very limited on room and do some quilting. So we're going to have that. We're going to have a special on both of those. February 18th, we're going to have Janome on the show, and we're going to highlight the Skyline series of sewing machines. So we're going to highlight 3 of those for you with some specials on those. So that'll be on the 18th. And on the 25th, we're going to have Mighty Hoops here. So Mighty Hoops is coming in, and we're going to have a full-blown show to do some demonstrations and talk about the advantages of Mighty Hoops and all that. So that's in store. So the other thing I got to talk to you about is March. So March is going to be Embroidery Month for us, and we've got a whole new big event that we're going to plan for the whole month of March. Every show, every Wednesday in March is going to be a special show, and basically the whole event is called Hoop and Stitch Event, and it's all about embroidery. And we're going to have some really good shows. We're going to do some machine demos. We're going to have educational sessions every single Wednesday as well. I'll give you some kind of technique that you can do or tips. So that'll be happening. And I got to just tell you some of the lineup so far. So we don't have all this done yet, and I will get it more detailed of what each date, what show, who's going to be on that day. But we got Sam Fung from Janome going to be on. We've got Trevor Conquergood from Floriani going to be on. We got Reen Wilcoxon is going to be on. We got Don Chase is going to be on. And we got Garrett McMinn going to be back. He's going to be doing some SWF embroidery machines. So we've got some more things, more people to add to that. And we might even, a little birdie told me, Roger, that we might even have a thread company with a thread bundle and a thread special.
It's looking good.
And I got to tell you how this all happened. It was happening while Garrett was doing his, they are here in our building right now, and they came in our studio while Garrett was doing his demo, and I worked the deal out while I was off air.
I saw that. I was watching that.
Yeah, as soon as I get off air, I got to finish the deal.
That's awesome.
So we got a good deal working. We're going to have some exclusive thread bundles just for the Stitch Nation out there, and that's going to be part of March Embroidery Month for us. And so we hope that y'all will tell all your friends and families and all your sewing buddies about it, and let's get this thing packed out. And so we're going to do a lot of really cool embroidery things for that, and hopefully get to see some really cool projects and things. We're going to do some in-hoop design stuff, and we're going to have some software, so digitizing software as well. And we're going to talk about stabilizers. So we've got a lot of things we're going to talk about in the month of March. So we hope that y'all will tune in. But Tina says, Blaine is always working. You know what, Tina? I'm always trying to do something different. I tell you, always trying to come up with something for y'all, and that's going to be fun and entertaining and educational. And because I love learning all this stuff as well. And so I hope that y'all do, and I hope y'all enjoy what we were bringing to you. And we're always open to ideas. Roger and I are always open to ideas. If you've got something y'all want to see specifically, just let us know in the chat or send an email to info@stitchitintl.com. And we'll get that. And we love to hear from our Stitch Nation out there. So, all right, Roger, I think it is, I think I got all the stuff that we talked about. So I think it's giveaway time. What do you think?
Hey, Blaine, I'm ready to give some stuff away.
And also, I want to remind y'all, if there's something specifically that you want to just find out about, Roger can put the jot form in the chat right now here in a second. He can put that jot form link, and you can just hit that link, go in there, fill out all the information about how to contact you, what you're inquiring about. And even if you don't see it on our website yet, inquire about it. Because I'm telling y'all, we're dealers for about 30 different vendors, and we've only got about, 10 or 15 up so far?
Yeah, it's been a slow process, but we're getting them on there. We want to get it correct, just so we have everything right for you guys. So
Baby Lock is launched. We got Baby Lock up. We got Grace products up, and we're putting stuff up daily. So it's just a constant work in progress. So y'all please be patient with us for some of the other brands out there. We're working hard to get them up, but it is just a slow process to get products and get them right. So that's what we're trying to do. But anyway, if y'all can fill that jot form off, and it's something that you just you're looking for, and we'll get that, and then Lacey will give you a call and say, hey, here's what our price is. We can get it for you. And so just give us a shot before you buy it somewhere else. All right. So first up, Roger, let's give away one of the Crazy Sewing Lady tote bags. And I've got one right here live that they can see. So you can see the size. Come back to me, Roger, and I'll show them the tote bag. There you go. Y'all can see how big that is. That's a big tote bag. And it's got the two handles on it. So we've got these. So Roger is going to give away one of those now. And so Roger, you got that wheel ready to go? All right, everybody. All you have to do to win one of these prizes is ask a question or put something in the chat, and it will enter you automatically. And so, Roger, spin that wheel.
Good luck, everybody. And our winner is Sandra Kenna. Congratulations, Sandra.
I was letting you work that out, Roger.
It took me a second. I had to see where the spacing was.
Yep. So congratulations, Sandra. Sandra is watching today from YouTube. So Sandra, to claim that prize, you have 30 days to claim the prize. Send us an email to info at stitchitintl.com and give us your full name, your shipping address. And as soon as we get the information, we'll get you a tote bag shipped out to you. All right, Roger, next up, we are going to give away one of our crazy sewing lady vests. I've got one right here in front of me. I can show it.
Oh.
Roger's got it on the scrring.
Hold on 1 second, Blaine. Let me.
No, you can leave it up that one up. They don't have to see the. Oh, well, I'll
Okay.
pull it up there. There we go. Hey,
there you go. Nice vest.
Y'all can see the whole vest. As y'all can probably tell, I love wearing vests because it kind of keeps you warm, but not too. You don't get hot like you would if you had a jacket on or something. Yeah. So I kind of like the vest.
I got a vest like that for Christmas, and
Did you really?
Yeah, I
actually have you a vest here, Roger. I need to send you.
Oh yes, please. That'll be
it awesome. Doesn't have crazy sewing lady on it though.
Oh darn it!
But it has Stitch It International on it.
Nice.
There you go. So yeah, I got Roger a vest here. I got to send him. So, and some cool hats I'm sending you, by the way, that we did at the Impressions show out in California. We did some really cool hats. So I brought one back for you, and I'm gonna send Roger one of them. But anyway, we got the vest. So Roger, let's go ahead and spin the wheel and draw us a winner for the vest.
Okay. Let me put that up. And good luck, everybody.
Here we go.
Who's our winner?
I love seeing all the names.
Yeah, me too. Sarah Jeffrey. Congratulations,
so Sarah is our winner. Sarah is watching today from YouTube. So congratulations, Sarah. You have 30 days to claim the prize. So here's what we need you to do, Sarah. We need you to send an email to info@stitchitintl.com. Let us know your full name, your shipping address, all your phone numbers, emails, all that good stuff. And most importantly, let us know what size of vest you want. They come in small to XXX in lady sizes. So these are lady sizes. And so tell us which size you want, and we'll get that out to you. All right, next up, we are going to give away a jacket. There it is. It's the Crazy Sewing Lady puffy jacket. It's just exactly like the vest, except for it has sleeves. And we're going to do the same thing. It comes in small through XXX in women's sizes. And so, Roger, spin that wheel.
Spinning. Good luck.
I like seeing the names that I recognize come up too.
Shirley Chaplin.
Congratulations. So Shirley Chaplin is our winner. Shirley's watching from YouTube today. So congratulations, Shirley. You have 30 days to claim this prize. So Shirley, what we need you to do, send us an email to info@stitchitintl.com and let us know your full name, your shipping address, your phone number, your email, and most importantly, the size of jacket you want. Small through XXX in women's sizes. Let us know which one, and we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, Roger, next up is the big one. So this is, we're going to pick our 6 finalists for the 7-needle SWF embroidery machine. And again, this sells for $64.99, so almost $6,500. And you'll be added to the list, that 6 finalists. And again, I'm going to draw them live on air on February the 25th show. Well, at the end of the show, we will draw our, well, actually the first of the show, we'll draw our 9th finalists. And then at the end of the show, we'll pull one of those 9 names out of a hat and that will be our winner of the embroidery machine. And I'm going to pull them. I'm going to show you all the names when I put them in the hat, and then I'm going to pull one out. So you'll get to make sure that you were put in there, and then I'll just reach in and grab one out, and that'll be our winner. So be that simple. So Roger.
Yes, sir.
Let's spin that wheel.
And spinning. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, this is a big prize.
Yeah, this is exciting. I can't wait to see that machine.
Got to say a big shout out to Young Rock from SWF. Tina Valentine.
Well, Will? Tina, congratulations. That's all.
Come on, Roger, pronounce that last name.
I think it's Bell Fuel or Bellfowl. Okay.
Belfally. I don't know.
Congratulations.
I am the worst person to pronounce a name. My wife Michelle will attest to that.
Also, her name reminds me of Valentine's. It's almost coming up. So
that's true. Well, Tina, guess what? You just got added to the finalist list for that SWF 7 needle. So congratulations. But we still need you to send an email to the info box. Let us know all your information, and that would be info@stitchitintl.com, and get that to us, and then we'll get you added to the list and for the drawing on the 25th. So it's that simple. All right, guys. Again, got to say thanks to Garrett for coming on the show today. Thank all of our manufacturers that work with us and give us all these great deals that we can pass on to you. And that we hope that y'all will join us on our next shows, because, again, got a great lineup the rest of this month. And then March is just packed. We're going to have a great March. Every Wednesday is going to be just packed with some, great education, some great presenters, and some great specials. So we hope that y'all will tune in for that. And again, if there's anything that y'all are looking for and you don't see it on our website, it's siistore.com. And that's, again, siistore.com is our website. If you don't see something on there that you're looking for, that doesn't mean we can't get it. It just means we haven't got it put up on the website yet. So just give us a call. And it's that simple. Give us a call. Ask for Lacey. Lacey can research it, find it for you, and give you a great price on it. So that's how that'll work. So anyway, hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Hope it warms up for everybody and y'all get rid of some of the snow, because we're still piled up with snow, but it's slowly melting when it gets above freezing. So, and I know Roger's got some great weather out in San Diego.
We're spoiled for a weekend. It's going to get colder next week.
Yeah. Well, I hope that I'm actually going to Kansas City this weekend.
Oh. Wow.
So
what are you doing?
I'm going to a little airplane thing. So we'll see how that goes. But going with some of my buddies up there, and so we'll see how Kansas City's weather's doing. So, okay. But hey, I got to also tell everybody we've got some new colors and some new products coming for the swag stuff that we're going to be giving away, and we'll probably put it on the website and sell it. So never know what we're going to come up with, but we're going to have some really cool stuff coming soon. It is on order, should be here any day, and we'll show you that and kind of get that into the prize closet, Roger.
Yes, a lot of new stuff. I think you'll be happy with it.
Yeah, I think they will too. All right, everybody, thank y'all so much for joining it. Again, please, like, share, subscribe for us. Help us out here, because again, like I tell y'all, the more people that watch the show, the more things that we can give away. Mm-hmm. And so we need your help to build this Stitch Nation. And so go out there and spread the word for us. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day, great weekend. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
We appreciate y'all.